Today, we have with us Dr. Saikat Das, an esteemed faculty in oncology and clinical research, who is currently the additional professor, Department of Radiation Oncology, and Associate Dean, All India Institute of Medical Science, Bhopal, with us. Welcome to the 5th ISO MVR CanCon, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, as of now, where do we stand in the area of radiobiological research? And what do you think should be the future plan for research in radiobiology with the advent of increasing adoption of newer modalities like SBRT and particle beam therapy?
I think this is a very important question. If we look at the advancement of radiation oncology in recent years, there has been a great stride in the number of radiotherapy installations in our country. Of course, it is not till what can fulfill the requirement as per the incidence of cancer in our country. But we also have to understand that for any meaningful advancement of radiation oncology, the research plays a very important role. Unfortunately, the radiobiological research in India is still in infancy. There are several aspects to it. First of all, there are radiobiological research which is required for basic science level, which is related with the cellular radiosensitivity, understanding the sensitivity to different types of radiation, including the radiobiology of particle beam therapy. And on the other hand, there is a clinical radiobiology radio aspect also, which relates to the translation of this research into practice through meaningful clinical trials, so that the benefit of the radiobiological research, or for that matter the radiation, can be translated to the public. So these are the two fronts in which we need to work in future as far as the radiobiological research in India is concerned.
So, how do you think the students and young radiation oncologists can be motivated to research programs in radiation oncology?
See, if you look at the clinical trials directory of ICMR, one thing that strikes very much is that the radiation related trials are very less. And more than that, India specific cancers like head and neck cancer, breast cancer, and cervix cancer, these three cancers constitute almost 75, two-thirds of the disease burden of our country. And radiation related research in these three areas are not to that extent what is required. So there is a very important role to initiate patient oriented clinical radiation research, not only for the curative settings but also for palliation. Even if you look at the studies related to palliative care, that is also very much less. That can be done only when the concept of research is installed from the beginning in the curriculum. Now, most of the institutes in our country, they lack in having a research facility which can provide the postgraduate students with a good understanding and exposure of the clinical research. We need to work on that, and there are several initiatives which have been taken, and ICMR is also playing a very important role to expand this horizon. So one thing is that we should try to develop protocols, and we should try to have methodology workshops regularly during the curriculum, not only at the time of the protocol development but also during the conduct of the studies. Most of the students find it difficult to conduct the study during their postgraduate course, primarily due to the lack of the various types of facilities, including statistical analysis. So that is also where we need to regularly give exposure to the students for the research methodology courses, including statistical analysis. And it is not only important, the second part that I want to say is not only important to complete the study, it is also important to publish that. Now, to bring a research to a publishable stage or manuscript writing, that also needs to be included during the training of the postgraduate students and residents, so that they can publish their research project in journals, and therefore that will not only give them confidence in their future career, but also it will help to get the knowledge, because many institutes are having lot of data, but most of that is not published. So that will generate very critical data for India specific cancers, which will help the country.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So one more question is like, apart from radiobiology and radiation oncology, when we are towards the real part, that is giving the treatment, what measures and research initiatives can be planned in quality assurance in a radiation therapy department?
So that's a very, very important question, because most of the time in high precision radiotherapy, we are not giving due importance to the implementation of the quality assurance program. The quality assurance involves several aspects. It includes not only physical aspects like machine quality assurance or TPS related quality assurance, it also includes patient specific quality assurance. In fact, I would like to highlight that quality assurance in a radiotherapy is a broader aspect. It starts from the point the patient is being evaluated from for the radiation treatment, then discussed in multidisciplinary tumor boards, and then the CT scan is done, contours are taken, then plan is implemented, and then the plan is checked, and finally the treatment is executed, and during the process of treatment it is followed up. So the dosimetric and geometric quality assurance as well as post treatment follow ups. So this entire chain of radiotherapy that needs to be based on very well defined objective parameters in the department, and before high end high precision radiotherapy treatments are initiated, these protocols needs to be well defined, otherwise these may turn out to be a very costly way of missing the tumor. So I think that is a very important point, and there is an urgent need of having a detailed SOP in many centers for the quality assurance implementation.
Thank you, sir. Sir, a few words about your experience at our hospital and about fifth
I think
camp on.
this conference was a very good academic program which has highlighted the recent advances in surgical oncology, radiation oncology, and medical oncology. And I noted that many postgraduate students of different disciplines, they participated and interacted. And I think this will help in understanding the current status and the future directions, and also the interdisciplinary avenues of research in oncology field in broadly and in their discipline in particular.
Thank you so much, sir, for
Thank you.
being with us.
Thank you.
And we hope we will try to improve our research practices by integrating with the
Surely.
institute
Thank
and
you.
hoping for the best, sir. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.